The sun dipped below the horizon, cloaking the vast desert in a shroud of darkness. It had been a long and arduous journey for the Israelites, fleeing oppression and seeking a land promised to them by their God. In the midst of their wanderings, Moses, a humble and chosen servant of God, ascended Mount Sinai to receive divine guidance. As he reached the summit, a sense of overwhelming awe enveloped him. The presence of the divine was palpable, and Moses knew that he stood on holy ground. Amidst the divine manifestation, God spoke to Moses, revealing his covenant. He assured Moses that the Israelites would be delivered from their afflictions and led to a land overflowing with milk and honey. With unwavering faith, Moses listened as God detailed the commandments that would become the cornerstone of a moral foundation for generations to come. The first commandment declared, "You shall have no other gods before me." It emphasized the exclusive worship of the one true God, recognizing his sovereignty over all in creation. The second commandment cautioned against creating idols, reminding the Israelites of the importance of devotion to the intangible divine, rather than material. As always, the third commandment warned against taking the Lord's name in vain, highlighting the significance of reverence for God's holy name. It urged the Israelites to honor the divine and treat his name with utmost respect. The fourth commandment called for observing the Sabbath, setting aside a day of rest to commemorate God's creation and the liberation from slavery. The fifth commandment emphasized the importance of honoring parents, recognizing the role they play in nurturing and guiding children. It reinforced the fundamental values of respect, gratitude, and obedience within the family unit. The sixth commandment laid down the principle of "you shall not murder," establishing the sanctity of human life and condemning all acts of violence. The seventh commandment cautioned against adultery, affirming the value of faithfulness and commitment within the context of marriage. It emphasized the need for trust, loyalty, and the preservation of intimate relationships. The eighth commandment prohibited stealing, promoting honesty, fairness, and respect for others' belongings and livelihoods. The ninth commandment warned against bearing false witness, emphasizing the importance of truthfulness, integrity, and justice. It highlighted the destructive power of lies and gossip, urging the Israelites to uphold the virtue of honesty. The 10th commandment cautioned against coveting, reminding the people to find contentment in what they possessed, rather than longing for what others had. As Moses descended the mountain, his face radiant with a divine glow, he carried the tablets engraved with the commandments, a tangible representation of God's covenant. The Israelites received this sacred gift, understanding the weight of their responsibility to uphold these moral guidelines. Through God's covenant with Moses and the Ten Commandments, hope and salvation found a new path, shaping the course of humanity for generations to come.